Alright guys, ASFarming and welcome to episode number 2 of Bessy Beneath. So, today's task is we've got our two arable fields that need both seeding. We're going to do one with wheat and one with oats. Off screen, well I say off screen, on one of my live streams we got all the liming done on every single field. And I've drilled all the grass, so now all the grass fields are 100% fertilised. They've been ploughed and limed, so they don't need any more work now until it comes to when it's time to mow them. So they're all done. So we've just got, like I said, we've just got our two arable fields to get drilled. It's the right temperature now. If we go in, we've got our wheat field, which is what we're going to drill. We need to be 5 degrees, and obviously in the springtime, so it is the optimum time to get planting. I'm planning on as well drilling oats in the second arable field, but obviously it's not the right temperature, but just 1 degree off the ground temperature to be able to seed oats. So that'll probably be in the next episode. Hopefully by then the ground would have warmed up a bit more. So yeah, we're going to be planting wheat today. Another thing as well is you can probably hear them clucking away. We got chickens. We've got 200 chickens. We've got a full pen of chickens here, all white leghorn chickens, because we're going to be doing egg production on this map. I do typically tend to go with the egg production. Just seems easiest, to be honest. So yes, we've got this box filling up, which is that is half done, and then I'm storing the egg boxes in the storage here, and we've got 2 egg boxes there, which is good. So what I will do is we'll hop in our class, turn it on, get all this lifted and folded, and we will go and plant some wheat. So yeah, I originally was going to plant the next crop in the crop rotation, but both fields are fallow and say they haven't had anything previous, so I thought we'd start off with the crop rotation from the start. So, and also having the wheat will be good for the straw, obviously for when we get cows, and obviously for our chickens we can put the wheat back to them as well, which would be good. So I might just pull forward and close that gate. So yeah, this is going to be our wheat field, and the fields you can see over there in the distance, the cultivated one, that I'm going to put oats in. So yeah, this is going to be the task for today. There we go. So we'll get this drilled in this episode today. We'll get it all fertilized as well. Make sure it's up to 100% fertilized, because we obviously want to get the maximum yield we possibly can off our fields. So I think it's obviously permitting weather, but I'm going to try and go for hay if I can for the first year, and keep sort of going with hay until we get a few more grass fields done, well, sort of brought rather, and then when we've got sort of, because what I want to do is sort of get fields 26, 11, 5, 3, and then if we can ever afford any of these others sort of over the road, this field 12 will be a good one, but it costs 338,000, so it costs a lot. But I want to get a decent amount of grass fields, because then we can put a decent amount of grass into the silage bunker. So we might be a year or 2 off yet getting any cows, but I like to have everything set up So then you're not worrying about if you've got enough feed or anything. You're well stocked up, and you can just, you know, feed them accordingly and crack on with other stuff. So I don't like to buy in food, because obviously in seasons dairy cattle don't produce anything in the first year. Well, they don't produce any milk. I think it's for the first 6 months they don't produce anything, because obviously they need to have a calf. So obviously it's costing us money anyway, you know, with fuel, having to feed them our own stuff anyway, and that's costing us money for, you know, feeding them stuff when they're not producing anything. So I don't want to put the extra cost on top of that with having to buy in feed. I'd like it, you know, because at the end of the day, the grass fields now, they'll just grow and grow, and we'll just keep cutting them, and the only cost we're putting on the grass is fertilizer. You know, we haven't got to seed them, we haven't got to plough them or anything for a long time now. So yeah, that's what I like to go with. And then obviously straw, it's just a waste product from your cereal crops, so it doesn't cost anything to harvest that. Same with silage really, you know, you obviously got to ferment it, but at the end of the day it's a free product that you're getting off the ground that just grows anyway. So I've swapped out as well. The bale trailer we bought originally, if I show you, I have swapped out for this Flegel one. So this'll hold, this'll auto load Heston bales, so we haven't got to stack them in the field, as well as stacking them back at this farm as well in the shed. And also, I forgot to show you in the first video, this is our mower. That's what mower we've got to start with. Smallest mower, but it was unfortunately all we could afford at the moment, so that's what we've gone with. It's like this really. I could probably get a bigger seed drill than this, but I feel with the lanes and everything, this is quite a nice setup to have. I feel this, to be honest, this setup in itself is a bit overkill, so no, I quite like going with this. I'm going to stick with this. But yeah, nice sunny spring morning. We're on the 4th day of spring now, so we've progressed a bit onwards in time. Also as well, another thing I did on the live stream is I sold our sunflowers. So that brought, I think, what did it bring? I think it brought something like 20 something K, maybe 30K, I think it brought in. So brought in a decent amount of money. It was the opportune time of year to sell them. They were at the highest price, so I thought we might as well get them sold. They're only sitting in the silo for the rest of the year, so there's no point hanging on to them. But I was going to record the live streams, but I've decided just going to sort of split it half and half. You know, any, you know, work you want to see off screen, definitely come and check out the live streams. Come and chill out, see what we're up to, have a laugh. I haven't been the best as well, keeping up with the video schedule, I have to admit. But I'm going to put that a bit down to the hot weather we're having at the moment. Because I'm not a big fan of the hot weather anyway. And especially sitting in front of a computer, which is pumping out hot air anyway. Yeah, not the biggest fan, so I'm yeah, trying to do the videos as often as I can at the moment. But I don't think I'll even be live streaming much at the moment either, because of the hot weather. So looking at the weather forecast, it's going to be 32 degrees where I am in the UK tomorrow, so it's going to be a very hot one. But yeah, I'm really enjoying using this seeder. Really like this seeder. I think this as well. There's no, you don't have to cultivate before this, which is good. So that's a good thing about this seeder. And direct drill straight in. So if we go around, I think one more time, that should be a big enough headland for us to turn on. I think, me reckons. So yeah, as well, still waiting on the West Newton update. That has not come out as of yet, so yeah, as soon as that comes out, we'll be playing that as well alongside this. I was telling my live stream yesterday, it's quite nice to have. You've got this map, which is one end of the UK, and then you've got West Newton, which is the other end in Scotland. You've got this in Cornwall and this and the other one in Scotland. So you got, yeah, two, you know, opposite ends of the UK, and then on top of that, the size of the maps. This map is a big map, and then you got West Newton, which has got, you know, small fields and whatnot. So I think it's quite a nice, you know, two maps to put together. I think they go together quite well, I think, personally. So yeah, but we're going to be still playing Dalton Valley in its place for the meantime. I haven't recorded an episode for Dalton Valley yet, but I am hoping to try and get that done at some point, and get that out to you guys, because we haven't done any episodes at all yet. So I've been enjoying this map, to be fair. I've really been loving playing this map, and a lot of people I was speaking to yesterday on the live stream as well are playing this map and really enjoying it. So it's definitely proved a popular hit, this map, and rightfully so. You know, I always say, you know, Dusty does do good maps, and I'm yet to play a map that's been made by Dusty that I haven't liked, in all honesty. He does always do a good job. He spends, we were saying yesterday, he spends a lot of time on them, but I think it shows in the end result, because it's very rare he has to do an update, and they just look fantastic when they do come out, you know. No massive faults, really. The only fault we've found two, but they're not massive, I wouldn't say. The one being, if you paint grass on this map, then it doesn't grow back. But at the end of the day, it's not a massive thing. And there's a building at the shop where the cash point is. You can walk through that. But again, you know, very niggly things. Not that big of a deal at all. So right, what we'll do is we'll set GPS up on this straight bit, I think. If we do set this as point A, lower our implement, go forward a bit. That'll generate it. Set B, auto width, and that's our GPS course. We can go up and down the field now. Hopefully we'll have enough seed to do this whole field. We just about did all the grass fields with one tank of with one hopper rather of grass seed, so that was good. Keeps our costs down, which is always a good thing. Profits are everything in farming, so yeah, I love the look of this setup. Really nice setup. Yeah, so we're about halfway through now, or just over halfway through. Cracking on nicely, got plenty of seed left, which is good, so that means we'll get this field finished, no problem. Not sure what there's a great demand for. No, in my luck it'd be for sunflowers. For wheat. 750. Oh, so it's for barley rather. 750, what is... $7.50 is a good price. So we could take that in the next episode. Or take it today. Because obviously we need to take it today. We might end up taking that. Get that sold off. If it was a wheat, I'd keep the wheat because obviously for the chickens, but it's barley, so we're not going to be using the barley for anything at the moment. So yeah, we might get that all sold off. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll time lapse me doing the rest of the field. I get it all seeded and fertilized, and then I'll join you guys back when we're going to go and sell that that barley off. So I will see you guys in a bit. There we go. So that is our field all fertilised, all drilled as well. So that'll hopefully be good. Got it drilled in wheat, 100% fertilised. So hopefully we should get a good crop off that field. The class I've left parts up in that shed because I'm going to fill that up again with seed, ready for when we go and drill our second arable field. And then it needs a power wash and everything as well, so I will do all that off screen, but we'll drop this fert spinner off and we'll hook our grain trailer on and we'll go and sell this barley. I'd hope for 20k if I'm being honest off this load, but we'll soon find out how much we'll get and we'll load it with some barley. So we've got just under 13,000 litres. There we go. So we're taking this to Calendra Grains, which I think is... It's that one down there, down at the biogas plant. So, bit of a drive, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Get some more grain sold off. Gives you a chance to have a look at the map a bit more. If you haven't checked out my first look already yet. Gonna put the beacons on. Oh god, pulled out in front of a car. Oh god. Okay, no one saw anything there. That was my fault. That was my fault. Mind you, he could have waited. You know? Just saying. Just saying. So I think there's... if I quickly have a look. I'm going straight. I think there's just the 2 grain sell points on this map. There's one just here, the yard we're just coming up to now, and then there's the grain sell point that we're going to the biogas plant. So both on the same stretch of road. Not sure what that car's doing. He's just stopped there. Oh dear, bit of a bump. Bit of a bump, we'll say, anyway. Farm sim physics is about 3 cars inside of each other. I do sometimes wonder whether to just have traffic turned off, but I think at the same time it's sort of having traffic makes the map more alive, whereas if you've got traffic turned off it's a bit of a ghost town. So it is quite nice to have traffic turned on, especially on some maps where they make custom traffic. Like on Sandy Bay, you've got the buses and the moped, you've got the police car, all them sort of things. So, funnily enough, we sold our sunflowers at this grain sell point, so they're obviously well known, this sell point, for paying good prices for grain. So they've served us well so far. There we go. We'll see how much we get. We only got 9k. Wow, I was well off. I was well off. Nearly 9,500. I was well off that estimate for 20k. Got high hopes for that paycheck. Still, it's a bit more money in the bank. It's a better price as well than what we'd usually get, so good to get it sold. If we were looking as well at purchasing a field next, what our next field would be, I would say perhaps go with maybe field 3, which is 207. You've got field 11 is 112, and then you've got field 26, which is 225. So we really, what I like to do is sort of save up for the most expensive field first, and then that leaves, as you get more down your field, you haven't got to save up for more. So field 26 would perhaps be the next field to purchase, then field 5, then field 3, then field 11. So, but they're expensive fields. But then it's a decent field, 10-acre field. But yeah, it's an expensive field. An expensive field for sure. But that's what we've got to aim for then. About 230k is what we've got to aim for. So get selling them eggs and grain and getting a few contracts done as well. Hopefully there's a few contracts for me to do off screen. Yeah, there's plenty of fertilising ones to do, cultivating, so I'll perhaps lease a cultivator and go and do a few cultivating jobs, and then I can go and do fertilising ones as well. Get that money a bit more further up. But yeah, oh dear, another bump. Another bump. But yeah, there you go. So that is where I'm probably going to end the video for today. I'm going to head back to the yard, get all this parked up, and have a bit of a sort out of a few odd things. But yeah, got everything I wanted to achieve done today, which is good. It's always good when you stick to the plan and you complete the plan. So, but yeah, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to hit that like button. It'd be much appreciated if you could hit the like button. Helps me a massive amount and supports me. So, and if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. We're going to be, like I said, this is going to be a long series, and then obviously when the update comes out for West Newton, that map will also be running alongside this one. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.